Quickest 180 minutes of sports talk and television continues. Great Monday night of sports action due to the woman, due to the ladies. Caitlin Clark steps up and drops 41 tonight on the LSU Tigers. Iowa advanced to the women's Final Four Friday in Cleveland. Meanwhile, NC State gets South Carolina. Both NC State women and men both have qualified for the Final Four, which is super impressive. And UConn are trying to do the same thing. Obviously, UConn are the favorites to cut down the nets in the men's bracket. But the UConn women right now are up 52-45 on the USC Trojans. And we've got a fun game going on here. Checking in on the player props, in which we've got Paige Beckers over 26.5 points. And we've got Juju Watkins over 27.5. They're both sort of right there, but not really, kind of. Beckers, I think, has a chance. She's at 19. So basically, listen, if we can get 8 points from her from here on out, which I think that could happen. There's still a minute left in the third quarter. Watkins going to have to pick it up. UConn have done a nice job on her, and she's kind of cold. She's 5 of 15 from the field tonight, which is a problem for her. Forbes has really stepped up. She's got 18 points, but Watkins does have 16 points. So if she goes on some sort of little run here, if she can start scoring, but UConn are a good coach team, man. And they've kind of screwed with Watkins, and they basically, said, all right, we know this girl can score 27 a game, but let's see the other girls on the team hit shots and beat us, because we're not going to let Watkins beat us. And they've done a nice job. But speaking of which, USC just popped a 3 right now, 52-48. Let's check back in with the Major League Baseball board, and we'll bring George in. Shout out to everyone joining us on Sirius XM Channel 159. It's George Kurtz in the house. How you doing, George?
Yankees are never losing again. Never losing again. 162-0. Right? Guess I was wrong about that over 94.5. Go Yankees, go.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe they will win.
Pretty good start for the Yankees. Everything's coming up pinstripes right now, Kurtz.
I mean, to the one team they can never beat, the one team that always ends their season. I mean, amazing they sweep Houston. Listen, I'm the first person to tell you Houston played like crap. They look like it was like the games were meaningless to them. They're bad defense, didn't get the clutch hitting there. But hey, Yankees shocking. They're beating Arizona
not tonight, George. They no-hit the Jays. Blanco. Who is this guy?
Unbelievable. Blanco, yeah. Who had that? Anybody have Blanco? Anybody even know who Blanco is? All right. Anybody have one of his fantasy teams? I know he's not even in my league or leagues. Never heard of the guy before tonight. But to get no hit on April 1st, that he was allowed to go that far, which it makes you wonder this.
Trying to come up with a good
pitcher, if it was Strider,
what do you say after
if it was Gausman, would they be allowed to go that far?
That's a good point, Kurtz. I was thinking about the same thing, because earlier in the day, there were multiple guys that got into the 6 and stuff today. And I thought the same thing, like the Japanese pitcher, Inamaga.
Yeah,
What's it, Inamaga? I thought the same thing. I'm like, will they even let him? Like, even if, like, will they let him do this? Buddy on the Mets, was it 6 innings tonight for the Mets too? No hit. They ended up losing, but he went 6 innings too.
Blanco, because the Jays swing at everything, he had like 70-something pitches. So they're like, okay, you're fine. Don't worry, the Blue Jays
That's an embarrassment.
It really is. That guy,
when you just swing at everything, you make it easy on the guy. That's like, you know what I mean?
Dude, the Jays'
nailed it in.
pitcher was Kiner Falefa, the former Yankee. He had a 1-2-3 inning because they were down 10 runs. They threw a player in to pitch. I'm like, wow.
The Jays are doing everything I said they can't do to start the season. Same old Jays. Like, they're never going to change, Cam. They're the same team. Like, it's like, whatever, guys. You guys are never going to get it.
And we were on the show, and we got George, like, literally with 7 outs left. They offered 3-1. Will the Jays get no hit? Yes. Hit the yes button again and again. Man,
it's a good way to get out of it. George, did you take the Astros tonight? I did. Because I don't know. You saw them play so poorly against the Yankees, but I was like, well, they can't. They're not losing 5 in a row to open the season at home, are they? Plus, Bo Bichette was out tonight. And I didn't trust the Jays going from Florida to Texas either, especially with Bichette being out of the game. So I was on. Did you bet that game? I did take the Astros.
I went with that theory last night, by the way, and I bet against the Yankees. There's no way they're going to sweep them, right? So, I followed it up tonight. It's a very small bet on
unbelievable.
Houston, a very small bet. But I am just thrilled that, not only did they try to get no hit, I had the over. I had a bigger play on the over in the game, and I no hitter, and I still got the over. I'll take that any day of the week.
Sharks goal, guys.
Houston took care of that all by themselves.
We got one, Gabe. 2-1.
The Sharks good. We got a plus 2.5.
Plus 2.5 baby.
I'm not chasing no 3.5, bro. I'm done at 2.5. I need this. Come on, let's go. Yeah, we're on the Sharks here, George. You want to join us? Probably not.
Yeah, no, it's a rock bottom play.
I'm on the over. 3 goals right now. I'm happy. I'll take it. I'm good. All right, 5.5. I'll take that.
What's the deal with the Marlins, guys? Aren't they 0-6? They got swept by Pittsburgh. They lose again. Glad I'm not on the pitch bandwagon.
Yeah, all their pitchers are hurt. I mean, Alcantara,
no, hold on.
Cabrera, Uri Perez.
The Marlins have a good excuse. They weren't used to playing in shade, like Jazz Chisholm said.
This team's just too much. Like, enough.
You guys didn't. You didn't need it. Yeah. It was the best, dude. No, but he was dead serious. He was dead serious. He complained about the roof. Like he basically, these were his exact words after the game. The Marlins were swept at home by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jazz Chisholm was asked about the horrible weekend in the clubhouse after. We couldn't see. That's like the shadows. We're not used to playing with shadows. We normally play inside every day. So when we get a shadow for 3 of the 4 games at home for the first time of the season, it's hard to adjust to, We're just used to the roof being closed and being able to see every at-bat. It's kind of tough to see when it's black out there and you're facing any guy throwing 101 miles an hour,
Didn't the Pirates play in the shade, too? Like, the other team has to deal with shadows,
his excuse. He's bitching about his home stadium in Florida. Like, dude,
you're
in the
already
first series of the year, he basically said, I can't, the shadows, we couldn't see.
Team I can't back. You're already quitting.
There's your Marlins, Cam. There's your Marlins.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not on the Marlins this year. I got off that train. Smart.
He's their best player, too. So when their best player's like, we can't see.
Isn't that roof normally closed? You play in Miami. It's closed all of June, July, August, September.
The best part is they have their spring training in Miami, too, in Florida. Yeah. Like, you guys never even left the damn state.
What's the deal, man? Yeah, that's just like, lies.
You can make the Dodgers or the Padres an excuse. Listen, we were in Korea. It took us 20 hours to get there. We were screwed up. I couldn't sleep, right? And that was a problem for the record. Dodger players, I don't know about San Diego, but I know about all the Dodger players, it took them forever. Like Mookie Betts talked about like waking up at like weird times and stuff. Like it took them a while to get back on track with their that was so bizarre sending him to Korea and then having him come back after like this, the way that the Dodgers started the season.
Should have sent the Marlins to Korea and never brought him back. See ya.
What did Korea do to deserve that, Cap?
Exactly.
Send him to Cuba. Send him to Cuba.
Bye, Marlins.
Colorado losing. So there's it's not even like Colorado's going to sit on it, right? I mean, there's no way in the world we're not getting one more goal. We're going to cash this ticket. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I love the bet. I love the price. I think that's, like I said, that's one we're going to have to, we're telling everybody right now. They're probably moving it in risk groups everywhere right now based on us giving out this information.
In-game live, prime time, only on SportsGrid.
And I don't think people understand when you have a coach like Brad Underwood that is like that with you, that will get in your face like Huggy Bear did, but could hug you and love you and correct you and make you a better version of yourself. Brad Underwood, say what you want about the Shannon Jr. situation. This guy's a hell of a coach.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
It is now Corbin Burnes, the AL Cy Young favorite, now in Baltimore at an 8-1 number.
So let's just say again, for just competitive purposes, Soto hits 45 home runs. Judge hits 47 home runs. It's not everybody going like, okay, 47 wins. Everybody votes for Aaron Judge. Soto's going to steal some of those from his own teammate at this point. So when I look at that situation, I say, is there a chance those two could run away with it? Yes.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
89-87, 0.6 seconds remaining. Big drama here in this game. Always frustrating when your Final Four parlay and bracket gets busted, but here we go. I'm done.
Look what he is now. He's on FanDuel, plus 120. Almost even money to win the tournament. So you actually, if you did get him at plus 260, you got a pretty good, better investment than you had before. Just saying.
SportsRage Late Night. Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The Early Line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell Coast to Coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live. Prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage Late
Sort of
Night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
$59-56 UConn. So now that baseball's back, I just want to say this. I think it's complete garbage. Sort of like we've talked about this, how somehow a shot that hits the crossbar or goalpost in hockey isn't a shot on goal when it literally hit the damn goal. How's that not a shot on goal? It hit the goal. But to me, what do you think of this, Kurtz? It bothers me as a prop player that likes the base prop. Total bases, you should get credited for a walk.
A walk
you
is
got
a base.
on base.
Yes.
Like, you got on base. Like,
Yes.
I get it. You don't want to kind of batting average and 0-4 and blah, 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 whatever. But, yeah, Cam, dude, it's total bases. He got on first base. That's a base. Like, to me, it's a
agree
pile
with
of
you.
crap. It should count. It's crap that
100%.
walks do not count.
Yeah, and the thing is, George knows baseball. You got to work walks too. It just shows you sometimes patience at the plate should be rewarded.
Yeah, you shouldn't be punished as a better Cam because the guy's a smart hitter and he took a walk.
All you got to do for the sports book for this, for guys like Freeman who take walks, is you just increase the juice on his base prop and you count the damn
Our
walk.
sports book, we put in nice bold letters. We pay for walks. That's our
Yeah,
slogan.
we
Like
do.
we have loose slots. We pay like we have
pay
loose
for
slots.
walks.
We pay for walks.
Yeah.
Like that showing old guy walking his dog or something. Like we pay for walks.
OBP is more important than average, right?
We got loose
That's why
slots. We pay for walks.
Yeah,
That's a
loose
great
slots.
headline.
Loose slots and free walks. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good. You know what? I'm becoming
This is
your
why in
sports
baseball, OBP is more important than average, right? Because OBP takes that into account.
base
Hit by pitch
percentage.
is the same thing, right?
Yeah, but the better
Should
is
hit by
getting
pitch
screwed.
count?
The better is getting screwed. Everybody's getting rewarded here except the guy that bets on it.
Or you could actually.
Like Cam
for
said,
guys who take
they
a
would
lot
make
of
it 2
walks-
then.
Yeah,
Instead
that's fine,
of 1.5 would be 2.
That's fine.
You know, and
Because
I said I wouldn't have a problem with that. But in hockey, they just have the wrong name. They call it shots on goal. It's not what it is. It's shots on goalie. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
Because you're right.
but
A crossbar hits the net. That's on net. You know, I hit the damn
it's
net.
still wrong though, because you're like it's part of the structure. Obviously, a shot on goal means you almost scored the goal. It hit the post or the crossbar.
But that's why it should be shot on goalie. Shot on goalie. The goalie had to make a save.
Shot on goal. Yeah,
I don't like the goalie props as much. Number one, they're super sharp. 32 and a half saves, 28 and a half saves and stuff. And the thing that drives me crazy too, sort of what we talk about, Kurtz, with scorekeeping, it's subjective what a shot on goal is in hockey.
Yep.
And you'll see, Cam, I watch this stuff sometimes, and I'm like, you guys didn't credit that for a shot on goal. That's a shot on goal. The goalie stopped it. It went to him. It hit his stick. He stopped it. They don't count like when you flick it in sometimes and stuff, Cam, which is garbage.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? Like, if you flick it from the other end,
count it.
Yeah, no.
That's why
if it goes to center ice and the goalie stops it, it's not your job to judge how hard the shot was. It hit the goalie. That's a shot on goal.
He had to make a save.
No, that's
if it would have been a goal, it's a save.
It's stupid because, I've talked to a lot of people, Gabe, even McInnes and everybody else, and I've watched games where guys actually, like the guys like sleeping, like the scorekeeper, like he had 5 shots and they credit him with 3. I'm like, I'm not playing this game anymore. It's not a fair fight. And that's the problem with these things. It's wrong. So I just do goals and assists and points and all the other stuff that you could actually register. And it's true rather than guessing.
I have a list.
I don't mind the shot from the ice. Because I know that's going to happen. I know they're not going to count that. I think what they screw up are the scrambles.
No, but
the scrambles in the front of the net, where there's ding, 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 ding. It's like 7 shots.
That's another one, George.
2. That's right.
That's another one. Especially exactly like I saw that the other day. When the goalie's down, let's say he's got a stick down and stuff, and the puck is bouncing around and it bounces off the goalie a couple of times. Those are shots. It's sort of like rebounds, like in basketball. There's no subjective. It's like, no, they got the rebound or they didn't. It's very simple. The puck hit the goalie or it didn't. That's a shot. But they don't look at it like that, which,
I don't play
like I said, you get into the subjective stuff.
It's baffling.
And it's annoying, right? But like I said, the numbers are too sharp anyways. But I have, there's a couple of things in sports betting. That's one of them. The walk thing has always bothered me because I play the base props more than most people. That's like my go-to prop. I'm amazed more people don't play it more. Like I said, guys, we told you before the show started to take the 3 of them. Mookie Betts won the bet. He was plus money, Kurtz. He's the hottest hitter in baseball, and he was plus 115 over 1.5 total bases. He led the game off with a triple. Ohtani, and for whatever reason, Ohtani's the only one that's minus money for this. They keep on giving Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman was plus 105. Betts was plus 115. And Ohtani was minus 115 tonight. Yeah. So we're just waiting on Freeman right now. But
I'll give you another one,
I want to go over the math. But
another one? It's very dangerous.
It's won a lot.
Golf, you have to, because now they get screwed. Top 20. Your guy finishes 20. They're like, everything includes ties. He finished top 20 with 6 other guys, but some of these guys.
That's the problem. There's too many ties in golf, Cam, in that territory. There's like 8 guys that finished 20th. And I don't like golf either because it drops from 20th to 28th. It's like, yeah, you got screwed.
Yeah, well, to make sure your guy's 20th, not 28th. But let's just say I don't play on books that have the 20.
Yeah, but you're one shot off anymore. And like you're 28 to 20. Like there's a one difference. Like, you know what I mean?
I had a guy top 20 this week, Gabe, at 7-1, 21st.
That's what I'm saying.
It sucks.
And look,
it happens.
Steven Yeager, he won his first. I can't believe that's his first win. He never won before. It's his first win.
Yeah, he's great.
Scotty Scheffler, under pressure. Scheffler needed. He needed to force a playoff. He sticks his drive literally 5 feet from the pin, which is like, oh my God, like it was like a video game. Like he couldn't have placed it any closer, type of deal. And then he misses a 5-footer, Cam, which he never misses, but he misses a 5-footer. Just left, just went past the hole.
The thing is, he was putting really, really well, and he reverted back a couple holes where he couldn't putt. But that would have been the first time since Dustin Johnson winning 3 events in a row. But you know what's going to do? That's just going to fuel him. He'll be angrier heading into the Masters in 2 weeks. That's a fact.
Yeah. Will he win is another story. 63-59. This game's getting real right now. Kurtz has a lot of money on this game. Kurtz, I know you're a big, big UConn women's basketball fan.
Yes.
I know they're good. Did they win like 1,000 games in a row that ended last year or something like that?
They did. Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Do you know the name of the female basketball star that's taken the sports world over?
On UConn?
She plays for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Caitlin Clark, right?
Yeah, I knew George would know that.
I got to work on your show, man, so I hear the name.
I know
it's from you. It's all from you. So if you mention her, yes, I know. Yeah, that's all I know. I've heard of the Paige Buchers. I saw it today, or Beckers. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Good call. Good call. Paige
she's
Beckers,
very good. Beckers.
It looks like Buchers, but it's Beckers. She's on UConn. South Carolina are the best team. They haven't lost a game all year. Like there's Beckers for 3, and she misses. the storylines going into the women's Final Four are going to be off the hook. Like I say, like you got Caitlin Clark wrapping up her career. She just scored 41 points tonight, beat the defending national champions. Iowa are going to be favored against either one of these teams. Like as good as UConn is or USC, like Iowa are favored against LSU. And then on the other side, you got South Carolina that are what, like 35-0 now? 36-0? 35-0?
I don't think
whatever
Iowa
they're
can
up
beat
to.
South Carolina, Gabe. If they meet, I think South Carolina will, even with Clark, I think South Carolina will win.
Oh, yeah. South Carolina are like, I think they're minus 250 at last check to win the championship, which I don't think is a bad bet if you want to parlay both of them. Like
Agreed.
South Carolina to win the championship and UConn to win the championship. The UConn women's, that is. All right, they took down the futures right now for the women's. As far as the men's, the UConn Huskies are minus 190 to win the championship now. Purdue are plus 190. Alabama are 16-1. NC State are 18-1. I don't think listen, Alabama's going to play with UConn, but I think UConn will have enough for them. So, really, if you do the math, minus 190 is basically what they're going to be on the money line for their next two games.
So there's like, it's not even like Colorado's going to sit on it, right? I mean, there's no way in the world we're not getting one more goal. We're going to cash this ticket. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I love the bet. I love the price. I think that's, like I said, that's one we're going to have to, we're telling everybody right now. They're probably moving it in risk rooms everywhere right now based on us giving out this information.
In-game live, prime time, only on SportsGrid.
And I don't think people understand when you have a coach like Brad Underwood that is like that with you, that will get in your face like Huggy Bear did, but could hug you and love you and correct you and make you a better version of yourself. Brad Underwood. Say what you want about the Shannon Jr. situation. This guy's a hell of a coach.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
It is now Corbin Burns, the AL Cy Young favorite, now in Baltimore at an 8-1 number.
So let's just say again, for just competitive purposes, Soto hits 45 home runs, Judge hits 47 home runs. It's not everybody going like, okay, 47 wins, everybody votes for Aaron Judge. Soto's going to steal some of those from his own teammate at this point. So when I look at that situation, I say, is there a chance those two could run away with it? Yes.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
89-87, 0.6 seconds remaining. Big drama here in this game. Always frustrating when your Final Four parlay and bracket gets busted, but here we go. I'm done.
Look what he is now. He's on FanDuel, plus 120. Almost even money to win the tournament. So you actually, if you did get him at plus 260, you got a pretty good, better investment than you had before. Just saying.
SportsRage Late Night, only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid, your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell Coast to Coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage Late
This sort of
Night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
This is Sports Rage. I'm Morency. This game is coming down to the wire right now. And for you prop players such as myself, we're on the hook here right now. We've got a chance. We're right here, and the numbers are sharp. So Juju Watkins, her prop was 27.5. She's up to 25 right now. There's 2:53 left in the basketball game. She's got 25 points. Paige Becker's prop tonight was 26.5. She's at 26. So we just need 1 point from Paige, and we need 3 points from Juju with 2:40 left. You got to believe that the ball's going to be in their hands. Here's Watkins taking a shot right now, and she just missed. But you got to believe the ball's going to be in their hands here in the last couple of minutes of this game. And the total was 135.5. It looks like it's going to hit. We're at 134 with 2.5 left. Even my bad luck at times, I don't think we can mush this total. And boom, it just went over the number. UConn just scored another bucket, so they're at 136. The game goes over. This would be a nice way to close this out if we could hit UConn money line over in the basketball game and get both these player props and go 4-0 on the way out here. George Kurtz in the house with us. He's got his eye on the Yankee game, no doubt, right now. Great start for the Yankees, 5-1 against the D-backs right now, bottom of the fifth inning. And, George, to me, what would be so impressive about the Yankees start, number one, Soto, the defense, you see the defense, the difference that he made, the instant impact that he's made. But what's impressive about this is on the road, number one, on the road, but not on the road against, like, Oakland or something like that. Man, you go to Houston, you win 4. You're talking about, like, division champions, man, right? You're talking about, like, World Series champions. You beat the Houston Astros, and now you go to Arizona, who made the World Series last year, another premier team, and you're kicking the crap out of everybody. Great start. You haven't even played a home game yet.
Absolutely. Listen, if you would have asked me the Yankees playing 4 games in Houston, 3 games in Arizona, 4-3. All right, go 4-3. I'll take that. Right, you take that.
I would have thought 2-5.
I was hoping 4-3. I would have thought 3-4, 2-5. Yes,
excellent trip.
Yes, I would have agreed with you. That's what I would have thought here. Now you're hoping 5-2 at worst, 6-1. Assuming you win tonight, split the next 2 games here, go 6-1, play Toronto over the weekend here for the home opener there. And then next we get Cleveland and Miami. Yankees have a shot here to get off to a really, really good start, which they're going to need. Because sooner or later they are going to face some problems here, right? The pitching depth is going to hamper them at some point here. Injuries will happen, or they're going to continue to happen to the Yankees. So, hey, good start here. Take the wins, man. Ugly wins are better than pretty losses. And right now, we'll take all the wins we can get here for the Yankees.
And what are your thoughts on the Boston Red Sox start to the season? Because their pitchers have been getting it done, pitching another shutout right now. That's been the theme early. They're only 2-2. They're about to be 3-2, and they're probably going to sweep Oakland. If there's one thing we're seeing, guys, it's sort of those 2 bad teams that everybody thought were going to be bad. They are. Right, yeah. I guess keep on picking on them, and with Colorado and Oakland until further notice. Specifically, Oakland, they're just getting overwhelmed, Kurtz.
Colorado, Oakland,
and Colorado,
the Angels. They're
look at today. Like, I'm sure you had the parlay. I saw it at the last second. I was like, how do I not play this? The Braves and the Cubs parlay today.
Yeah, did you find it weird, though, that the White Sox and Cubs both had their home openers same day within 10 minutes of each other? Yeah, I'm sure it's happened before, but I found that strange.
Kinda,
the Yankees and Mets have done it too, but it's
Sports Rage on Friday, so I'm like, I like Sears. Oh, he's Oakland's best pitcher, Tony Finn. Hey, Cam, gotta love Oakland and the under. I think they lost 12-3 the next day when I was sitting there going, can't I just learn my lesson? Man. Like, stop betting on these guys. Like, what are you doing?
Hey, you got the attendance right, though. You won that bet.
He did. But you know what? It was a little bit deceptive because there were thousands outside that didn't go in. They actually protested.
No, you lost. Cam wins. There was a 13-5 there anyway. That's paid attendance. There was not.
Give me something, Morency.
If you saw the picture of the crowd,
I know.
There was like 18 people there.
Yeah, but I didn't know that they actually had a boycott going. I thought they had they would show up for the first game. The fan clubs and all those people, they all boycotted it. It was only a couple of thousand of them, but still, it did affect it. Like they had a big party. They had a big party in the parking lot. They all got wasted in the parking lot at the game instead.
Sounds like fun.
I don't know what's the worst stat, by the way, the attendance number, because that's wrong in every stadium, by the way, because they call it by paid attendance, not by who people actually show up, or the stat casting for how long a home run is.
Well, that's fair.
That's
how many tickets did they sell? You can't go. Yeah, that's a fair way of doing it. I mean, you can't start counting how many people show. Like, they do it by how many tickets sold, but you're right. They were down to 4,000 on Sunday, the A's. Tonight they're playing the Red Sox, who are a big-time team. So there'll be some Red Sox fans there. Red Sox fans will enjoy it. You can sit right behind the dugout for like $6.
Who wins more games? A's or Rockies? Red Sox. Who wins more games? That's the bet. I think the A's do too.
I thought the A's before, but I don't know. It's sort of.
Yeah. They both.
Sounds like a bet I can enjoy, though. Something real bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
The problem is they both are in good divisions too. So there's no reprieve for them. Like, if you're the Rockies, like, you're not as good as San Diego, you're not as good as Arizona, you're not as good as the Dodgers, you're not as good as San. Like, every team is going to see a chance to beat you. And look at Oakland. You're dealing with the Rangers, the Astros, and the Mariners. Like,
the Angels.
It's not. Oh, and the Angels.
Angels suck. They're almost just as bad.
That's the Angels' chance to win games, though. Like, the Angels will win the season series against the A's. Like,
yeah.
You know?
It is.
They play 13 times. The Angels will go, like, I don't know, 9-4 or something, 8-5, 9-4 against Oakland.
I'll go 8-5. I'm not giving them 9-4.
They've got Mike Trout at least. Oakland doesn't.
Morency, it's your night tonight. Didn't you take the under in that Jets game? And the Jets won 4-3.
Yeah, I took the Jets and the under 8.5.
There you go. How about them apples? I think I got the Kings plus 1.5 in a parlay to end it.
Hey, here it is, right here. Winnipeg Jets minus 115 and under 8.5. How about that, Kurtz? I took it. It was 3-3 after the second period of play. It was a bold pick to go under 8.5, but I thought it would slow down. I took the Jets too.
That takes. I would use a different word beginning with B, but I guess we're sort of a family show here, so I'll stay away.
Well, you can say ballsy.
Yeah, you can say ballsy.
Ballsy, okay. I was thinking the one without the Y.
Yeah, of 76-67 right now, UConn putting the finishing touches on USC. There's 50 seconds left. The game has gone over the number. Here's Watkins with the ball. All right, she's fouled. What is she at now going to the free throw line? All right, Watkins. Oh, she's still at 25 right now. So her prop is 27.5, and she's going to the free throw line to shoot a couple of shots right now. She hits them both. She gets to 27. Paige Beckers wins the bet. So we are kind of hot here. We had UConn. We have the over in the game. We had Paige Beckers over 26.5. She's got 28. And now Watkins over 27.5. She's up to 26 right now, shooting another free throw. So basically, if Watkins gets another basket here in the next 47, but there's only 47 seconds left in the game. But USC are going to give her the ball every time they get the ball now for the rest of this game. And we're going to have another epic women's college basketball showdown. They were expecting upwards of 12 million viewers tonight, 10 to 12 million people watching. If Kurtz paid attention, maybe they could have gotten the dream, Kurtz. Like, you let him down. It's like a telethon. You didn't watch. So you know what I mean? They got 9,999,000.
I don't even know what channel it's on. ESPN, I'm guessing, but I have no idea.
Yeah, you know what the Yankees game is, though? They keep on, they're on fire.
Listen, the Yankees aren't easy to find, man. Yes, Fox, FS1.
That's a good point.
Prime.
Yeah,
Apple
right.
TV, they were on Friday night.
The Blue Jays do that now, too. Apple TV and stuff. Pisses me off.
I think I'm on Prime tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah.
You need, for the Yankees, I think you need, what do you need? You need, for the to watch all the Yankee games, you need Amazon. You need the Yes Network.
Yep.
You need Apple TV. Mm-hmm. Well, who did they just sign with, though? They signed with someone else there. They just added like another 21 games with someone, didn't they? Who else was it?
Amazon's the big one. Yes Network, obviously. Yes, Peacock will have a game, so you'll need that if you want to watch everyone. They'll have a game at some point during the summer on Sunday morning, assuming they re-up that contract there. Then you need FS1, you need Fox, you need ESPN. Yeah, I think you need 8 outlets for the Yankees.
Yeah.
8.
If you add up, but I'm sort of counting, like not counting, but you're right. If you technically count ESPN and Fox and the Yes Network, and yeah, it's a challenge for the Yankees. They're more so. They've splintered it up more than anyone.
What comes with your basic cable? Yes, ESPN, the other. So you're basically getting 3 and paying for 3? Is that the way it works?
No,
You're
you got to
talking
pay
about
for yes.
streaming services. You'll need Apple. You would need Peacock. You would need Amazon. I think that's the only 3 streaming. Although, listen, it wouldn't shock me if Paramount showed up out of nowhere. So I'm going to worry about them too.
You know, the Friday night NFL opener in Brazil will only be on Peacock online again, like the playoff game was.
Aren't they? They're auctioning off the Christmas games. They're auctioning off the Christmas games.
For all the complaining, you know that last game got 23 million people. So for all the complaining about, exactly. So it's just sort of the wave of the future. You're right. They're going to do it. You know why? They're basically the new going rate for the NFL. Like you said, George, they're selling like single games now to people online, to streaming services. They'll say, we'll sell you a game and we'll even create a night for you and stuff, and we'll do it. They got $150 million for one game.
Wow.
So think about all the games they play in a year. So the NFL is now valuing a game basically at about $150 million, which would be laughable from the mainstream networks, but it isn't for Apple. It isn't for Amazon. They have the money. The next one, the big one, will be when does Netflix just step in? And that's when you're going to have Netflix.
Yeah.
So there's it's not even like Colorado's going to sit on it, right? I mean, there's no way in the world we're not getting one more goal. We're going to cash this ticket. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I love the bet. I love the price. I think that's, like I said, that's one we're going to have to, we're telling everybody right now. They're probably moving it in risk rooms everywhere right now based on us giving out this information.
In-game live, prime time, only on SportsGrid.
And I don't think people understand when you have a coach like Brad Underwood that is like that with you, that will get in your face like Huggy Bear did, but could hug you and love you and correct you and make you a better version of yourself. Brad Underwood, say what you want about the Shannon Jr. situation. This guy's a hell of a coach.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
It is now Corbin Burns, the AL Cy Young favorite, now in Baltimore at an 8-1 number.
So let's just say again, for just competitive purposes, Soto hits 45 home runs, Judge hits 47 home runs. It's not everybody going 47 wins, everybody votes for Aaron Judge. Soto's going to steal some of those from his own teammate at this point. So when I look at that situation, I say, is there a chance those two could run away with it? Yes.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
89-87, 0.6 seconds remaining. Big drama here in this game. Always frustrating when your Final Four parlay and bracket gets busted, but here we go. I'm done.
Look what he is now. He's on FanDuel, plus 120. Almost even money to win the tournament. So you actually, if you did get him at plus 260, you got a pretty good, better investment than you had before. Just saying.
SportsRage Late Night, only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid, your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell coast to coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from 3 on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live, prime time.
We got not one, but 2 coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage Late
Sort of
Night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
UConn Huskies, 22-4 in their last 24 games. I'm trying to make it 23-2. They're up right now by 7. We're into the finals. Come on, Watkins. There you go. Finish it. Oh, there we go. Boom. And Watkins, the prop hits, baby. Her prop was 27.5. She just got to 28. And USC just stole the ball late. They just missed a 3 that would have made it really interesting late here. But 78, actually, it's point spread interesting now, I'll tell you that. 78-73, UConn. They're up by 5 with 3.9 seconds remaining right now in this basketball game. They closed as 3-point favorites, 3.5, I guess, depending on your book. So it's going to come down to free throws here. UConn will probably cover. They're going to the line right now. Lee Edwards going to the line. Up 5, 78-73. Game goes way over the number. 3-1 for the Seattle Kraken right now over the San Jose Sharks. Back to the diamond. The Dodgers are up 3-1 on the San Francisco Giants. And at top of the 6th inning, the Yankees are leading the D-backs. 9-0 for the Boston Red Sox. So I asked you, Kurtz, but we went to a break. What do you think of the Red Sox staff so far this year? They've been very good.
It's sort of similar to the Yankees, right? We know they can hit. Can they get enough out of their pitching staff, right? Without any true ace there. Bello, Hack, Whitlock. Strange how they didn't upgrade during the Boston whole organization is strange. Why don't they spend money on this team? For a big market team, they have their own network too, in Essen. Why they don't spend money is just bewildering here. I think they have the same problem as the Yankees. Fine for a little while. What's going to happen as the season rolls along here when you have injuries to that staff? Well, they're not pitching as well. Where are the reinforcements coming from? That would be my big question. I think Fernando Tatis just hit a home run.
Did he? You know what? You are right. It is baffling. We've talked about it. Like, I don't know what the hell the Red Sox are doing. Like, why they don't keep players? They don't want to spend money. They have money. They have a fan base that will show up if they do spend money. It's baffling. They have their own network. And the other thing is, too, they own Liverpool. LeBron James is part of the ownership group. They're buying teams in different leagues. I think they have pickleball, whatever, dude. They just bought a soccer, whatever, dude. They have all kinds of entities, and they're an actual that Fenway group. It's called. They have a lot of properties and stuff like that, but they're treating their gem, their jewel property. They're crappy Liverpool owners too. People hate them, in England.
You know what Liverpool's worth, Gabe? Close to $2.2 billion.
Yeah, the Red Sox are probably worth, I'd say, I don't know, $3-4 billion.
No, I was thinking
that brand name. Yeah, that brand name, right? $4 billion or so. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cam. They bleed money. They've that John Henry, the guy, he's got a ton of money. Like I said, the Fenway Group is a massive entity in sports, but they don't want to spend money. I'm looking at I want to do a market watch here, and. So far, guys, this is coming into tonight, and we can sort of go over it a little bit tonight. Coming into tonight, how about this? 40 overs, 21 unders.
Huh. Wow.
Usually pitching's ahead of things somewhat.
Yeah, but put in context, guys, most of the aces pitch. We're not really even, this is the first 5 games and stuff. Think about it, guys. We're not even into the bad pitchers yet, and there were still that many runs. Even though today it kind of slowed down, right? We had a no-hitter, but that game still went over.
It did.
That game went over. St. Louis, San Diego's going to go over here. Boston's going to go. You're going to have at least a straight-up even day as far as overs. All the late games seem to be going over.
Boston Oakland's going to go. What's the total there in that one? Seattle Guardians could.
It's that's going to go over. It's 9-0.
Yeah. There's a lot of runs.
No, coming into tonight, that's 65% to the over. 65%, 40 and 21 coming into tonight.
Might be a little careful tomorrow. Tomorrow should be ace day again, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that's the 5th day. So Friday could be ace day. Tuesday could be ace day. I think Zach Gallen's pitching for the Diamondbacks, that sort of thing. So you might want to look at that a little bit tomorrow and hit this up again on Wednesday.
Away teams, this is all coming into tonight's action, guys, today's action. Away teams, 40 and 24, 62% straight up. Favorites, 36 and 27. 57% of the time the favorite has won the game. Underdogs have won 42.9%. Away favorites, 15 and 3 coming into tonight. That's going to be padded. The Red Sox are winning. They were favored on the road tonight. Just off the top of my head, I'm thinking the Red Sox favored here. Those are some early.
Just some home. The A's were at home. I can sort of see why that's happening.
You're right. A lot of people, the home dog theory, that's right out the window.
Home dogs are getting killed, bro. 3-15 on the season.
That's the thing. It's like an old school, like a home dog.
That's
like,
why I said earlier. It's like, no, the bad
yeah.
teams are losing for real.
Yes,
like, they're losing.
They are.
The White Sox are losing. The Rockies are losing. The A's are losing. Like, what? Let's just cash in on it, guys, until they start making the numbers crazy, which they will soon. They're distracted by basketball and all this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like soon, George, like a week or so. Like, how long until every opponent that play the A's isn't going to be minus 220 and 250? Like, it's going to get up there. All right, so as far as those are some little early trends coming into tonight. But as far as the market watch is concerned and how teams are making money so far, checking in so far right now, the Detroit Tigers. Tigers haven't lost. Tigers are 4-0 right now.
Yep.
You're up $220 on the Tigers, which I'm surprised it's not more.
What do you think the parlay would have been, by the way, if you would have had the Yankees, Tigers, Brewers, and Pirates to all be undefeated at this point in time?
Oh, that thing is astronomical.
Pirates win total, we talked about it, 74.5. They got a quick 5 out of the way. Now they just need to win 70 games the rest of the year.
I know. I was talking to Sherapad tonight. He's glowing with the Pirates stuff.
Yeah,
he's loving it.
He was happy tonight. He was a happy guy.
He was in a good mood. Hey, man, they're playing.
I don't want to rain on their parade, but off the top of my head, off the top, who they played? They played the Marlins and the Nationals. So we're slow down.
Yeah, played it.
I don't want to be.
It's still good. Taking care of business.
No, I know it's good stuff.
One of those teams.
No, I get it. That's the thing. You play who's on the schedule, right? I get it. Yep. You play who's on the schedule, but I'm just stating.
Play them.
And they were all road games too, though. That's one thing too. We should have. It doesn't matter, right?
Pirates got off to a hot start last year too, before they realized they were the Pirates. So hopefully a little better this year.
And they had a big advantage because Florida had to deal with those shadows in their home stadium.
Yeah. Apparently those shadows went away when Pittsburgh was up. Good for them.
Gabe, that could have been the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, I can't believe what you're saying. It's stupid.
How about this, guys? The Pirates, so they're plus $563 on the season already. They're 5-0 to the over.
Huh. They're hitting.
Imagine that. You want to make money. If you would have parlayed every game, Pirates over, parlay, man, you're winning like boom, boom, boom. You're cashing in. A combined 10-0. I haven't played a ton of baseball totals. I played a few. So I'll blast through it. Cleveland, we talked about the Tigers. The Indians are up $134. The Twins, $70. KC doing their thing, Cam, already down 95.
Yeah, it's here you go, sir.
They're stacking up. It's not too bad yet, but it's still down. Like it's like it's not that bad. Yeah. White Sox are already down $400. So you're up $400 if you bet on against the White Sox.
Yeah.
The Yankees coming in tonight plus 456.
See, George would be flush, but he bet it's against his team. That's the problem. Come on,
I only bet against them twice, only twice. The first and the last game against Houston.
How about this with the Dodgers?
I don't think I bet on them yet.
The Rockies are already minus 233 coming into tonight. The A's are down 190, but I like this with the Dodgers. The Dodgers are minus $3.
Minus $3. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's why, that's if you're betting the run lines. This is like run line stuff. So, not run line, money line, excuse me. If you're betting the money line. So, that's why we always talk about, if you're betting the Dodgers, if you took them every game, guys, to win, the Dodgers, every game, you're not going to be up money at the end of the year, even. Which is it sounds crazy, but you won't be. Last year, I think the Dodgers were plus $400 or something, plus $300. And that's insane. That's if you bet all that money on every Dodger game every year, every game of the year, you'd be up $400 for a team that won 100 games last year. You don't have a choice, but you have to take them on the run line. It's the only way. Or you put them in parlays and/or same game parlays with player props which is I think is a very good way to go. So there's a quick little market watch right now. Checking back in, the Red Sox are up 9-0 in the top of the 8th inning. Speaking of the Dodgers are up 3-1 right now on San Francisco, but the Dodgers do have runners on first and second. We'll see if they can create some distance.
Your favorite player. You still mad at Muncy after last night?
No, I'm glad. Yeah, that was good stuff last night. He's been all right.
Muncy.
He upset me over the weekend. I think it was on Saturday. But I can't. Yeah. Was it there? I think
a little tirade
too.
over the weekend about the Dodgers, man. They lose one game. Oh, double play. Oh, no.
See, I told you, freaking Muncy.
Wow, Blues just won in overtime.
Inning killer.
Yeah, you didn't get, good for your Canucks. You didn't get the extra point. Blues win. Win.
Hey, the Blues. I'm sure that hurts Kurtz.
I think I
needed the oil. You needed the oil, Kurtz.
I'm sure he's had
the oil. Yeah.
Damn oil.
The oil. I forget who I took him with. I know I bet either way it's bad. I lost, whatever it was. I did take Everton either on the goal line or a parlay. So that's toast.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I'm not going to say the Canucks clinched the division tonight, but that was big because they were up 6 points, but the Oilers have 2 games in hand. Now they only have 1 game in hand. You didn't get the points now. Right? Like there's no, the Canucks would have to really kind of lose a lot, to screw this up down the stretch.
See what the Islanders did tonight? You want to know why I'm a miserable human being? This is why, because the Islanders play Chicago tomorrow, Columbus on Thursday. You win out, you're looking good to get in the playoffs here. I know they're not going anywhere. Okay, I understand that. But I still like to see them get in the playoffs. Instead, tonight you're
a lot of people think they're dangerous if they get if they get in.
Tie the game. That'd be great too. I'd love to see the Islanders play the Rangers. But they had a 3-2 lead. I'm on in-game live, and of course, Philadelphia ties it. Islanders win it no time, so it's a complete tease. You only gain 1 point on Philadelphia if you're chasing here, but you blow another game in the third period, late in the third period. This team
about as dangerous as a gerbil, Morency. The Islanders aren't dangerous at all. They're going nowhere.
They might be to the Rangers, a rivalry there. Tell me a ball. I'm not going to the game next week with you now.
I just had to say that. Sorry, your Yankees are doing so well. As a Blue Jay fan,
listen. The Cowboys are going to sign Ezekiel Elliott. We're saved.
Yeah, I know. What a joke. Go back. Ooh, what a move. God, that organization. That's stupid. Like, what are you doing? Come on, use your head.
You think this is it? I tweeted about it last week, Kurtz. What do you think? Do you think this is it for Dak Prescott?
I'm starting to. It looks like that Jones, we can't win with him. He can do regular season, but he can't win in the playoffs. I'm not going to pay him $60 million a year.
Yeah, you can tell the trajectory, the writing on the wall by the fact he's not signing anybody. Right? I think they've come to the conclusion we're closer to breaking this up than we are to winning a Super Bowl.
Yes.
I think that's so. Why pay him? I think this will be Dak Prescott's last year as the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Indeed.
So there's it's not even like Colorado's going to sit on it, right? I mean, there's no way in the world we're not getting one more goal. We're going to cash this ticket. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I love the bet. I love the price. I think that's, like I said, that's one we're going to have to, we're telling everybody right now. They're probably moving it in risk rooms everywhere right now based on us giving out this information.
In-game live, prime time, only on SportsGrid.
And I don't think people understand when you have a coach like Brad Underwood that is like that with you, that will get in your face like Huggy Bear did, but could hug you and love you and correct you and make you a better version of yourself. Brad Underwood. Say what you want about the Shannon Jr. situation. This guy's a hell of a coach.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
It is now Corbin Burns, the AL Cy Young favorite, now in Baltimore at an 8-1 number.
So let's just say again, for just competitive purposes, Soto hits 45 home runs. Judge hits 47 home runs. It's not everybody going like, okay, 47 wins, everybody votes for Aaron Judge. Soto's going to steal some of those from his own teammate at this point. So when I look at that situation, I say, is there a chance those two could run away with it? Yes.
The early line. Only on SportsGrid.
89-87, 0.6 seconds remaining. Big drama here in this game. Always frustrating when your Final Four parlay and bracket gets busted, but here we go. I'm done.
Look what he is now. He's on FanDuel, plus 120. Almost even money to win the tournament. So you actually, if you did get him at plus 260, you got a pretty good, better investment than you had before. Just saying.
SportsRage Late Night. Only on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Your 24/7 sports wagering network. The early line.
Magical and historic season in Lincoln, Nebraska continues.
He is the best player in the NBA, but also in the biggest moments where the national media is watching.
Newswire.
Something that we have never seen happen before with one of the iconic coaches in the game.
Pharrell Coast to Coast.
The team covers. It's automatic. It's every time. Not sometimes. It's every time.
Game time decisions.
Luka is actually far more dangerous from three on the road this year than at home.
This game here tonight, you may want to consider taking as many points as humanly possible.
In-game live. Prime time.
We got not one, but two coaches fired systems in place.
SportsRage
This
Late
sort of
Night.
has letdown written all over it. It's going to be hard to match the emotion that they played with the other night.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Three-minute warning of level 2. This is Sports Rage. Looking at the overnight baseball numbers right now, I'll say this. I just keep betting them all the time. They won tonight. It wasn't easy, but they won the game. I don't really understand the short price for the Baltimore Orioles on a daily basis. They haven't really adjusted yet. Like, you know what I mean? It was 150, 155, whatever it was tonight, 160. Here they are again, minus 160 against the Kansas City Royals. Like, really? Okay. They haven't adjusted. I thought, as a whole, they really haven't adjusted too much tonight. Boston wasn't that bad tonight. Earlier in the day, the numbers. Looking at the overnight baseball card here, George, for the record, Glass now goes. So as you stated, we've come full circle. Darvish goes tomorrow against Michaelis for the Cardinals. Cortez goes for the Yankees tomorrow. Zach Gallen. I think tomorrow's a D-back day, Kurtz. What do you think of tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's like a D-back day, huh?
Yeah, it'll be a D-back day. All right. So I'm sure I'll be on Arizona in some sort tonight. Assuming the Yankees will blow this game tonight, by the way. It's funny, when the Yankees will leave it.
God, you're negative.
It's Zach Gallen. I don't think the Yankees will hit it. The offense hasn't really been
I'm talking
great
about blowing the game tonight.
It really hasn't
Not tomorrow.
been great.
Do the Marlins win their first game with Luzardo? Minus 145, Luzardo? You can't lay juice with this team, though, but they're going to win a game eventually, aren't they?
I don't trust them. I'm not betting it.
Minnesota against Milwaukee tomorrow, even though it's Milwaukee's home opener. I like Varland. I'm going to take Varland strikeout prop. He's a strikeout guy. I think he'll do well against the Brewers.
Really? You're going to pick on the Brewers? Yeah. Cam, what do you like tomorrow overnight here?
Tough call. I kind of like
the Blue Jays have Barrios on the hill against Valdez.
But look at that. But they're going up against Valdez. That's not going to be easy. What, George? What was that?
They won't get no hit tomorrow.
I'm going to make a point. I'm going to catch a falling knife in the Marlins. I'm going to take them to win their first game tomorrow.
Red Sox only minus 142.
That's what I'm saying. Against the Ace. Even the Cubs are only minus 200. Good parlay here. Let's go, Sharks.